Welcome to the LD Nutrition Stadium, home of the Featherstone Rovers, the famous post office road, the houses looking over the pitch. And there used to be just one king right here, 1967, Malcolm Dixon lifting the Challenge Cup, and right now there's a new king in town. This man, Cameron King. Mate, you had a great start to life. You haven't been here long. How long have you been in the country?
Just on 3 weeks, I think. 3 weeks.
And what was your first impression of England?
Well, I left Sydney in singlet and shorts, and I got here and had to buy 5 layers of jumpers, so that was my first taste of it.
And a singlet to all you viewers on our league today is a vest. But we'll educate him because you're riding solo at the moment, but your missus is on the way.
Yeah, she's on the way, yeah, so, you know, this only popped up sort of late for me, so I had to sort of get over here and get stuck into it because the season was getting started soon, so I've left her to pack up the house at home and move on over.
Before you got here, obviously you were hoping to get a deal in the NRL, and just like James Seguiaro, who's currently working in a coffee shop, it's really tough for players now. And I know the RLPA do great work in Australia, but it must have been quite tough for you with no commitment from any clubs. Yeah,
it was, mate. It's you know, it sort of caught me by surprise being let go by Parramatta. It was pretty disappointing, to be honest. You know, I thought I'd earned a little bit more respect than that from some people, but yeah, it's a strange feeling when everything you've done and everything you know just comes to an end, and you're sort of sitting around not sure what to do or where to go. So yeah, it's quite daunting, and it's hard to stay positive at times with that sort of stuff, but you know, once I sort of got over the initial shock, you know, I got back into some training and you know, changed my mindset to staying positive, and was confident that you know, if I keep working hard and look after myself in general, that something might pop up.
One thing that I loved, you were sat at home feeling a bit down, and you sent a tweet out. A bit of a CV online, just a retweet for awareness, and it blew up. It was huge.
It did, mate. It did. It was like you said, I was just bored one day at home, and I thought I'll just try something different. And you know, for the next week, I had offers from honestly all over the world, country footy, Red Star in Serbia. They contacted me. It was quite strange, and you know, I had a bit of media to do about it, and a couple of radio interviews and stuff like that. So it was, yeah, it was, yeah, not taken out of proportion, but it blew up a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
It got your name out there, and clubs in England are always looking for quality. We've seen it with some players who've obviously misbehaved in the NRL. There's plenty of them at the moment coming over and getting a fresh start, likes of Ben Barber and players like that. For yourself, different situation, but you've come over to Featherstone Rovers. Why Featherstone Rovers?
Oh, mate, to be honest with you, like I do know Kari, so I know Ryan Carr, the coach. We've got a relationship, you know, from a few years back, and once he got the job, he gave me a call because we've got some mutual friends, and they just said that, you know, I wasn't doing anything, and you know, I was just sitting around, and you know, I always wanted to come to England and play. And you know, I didn't think that it would be with Featherstone, to be honest with you, but an opportunity came up, and I just thought, you know, why not? Like, there was nothing holding me in Australia. It's a good opportunity to get over here. It's a different style of footy, see a different part of the world, and just experience the culture over here.
I think Featherstone have had a really good start to championship life so far. 2 games in. First game a little bit controversial, to say the least, for the try that was given, that probably wasn't a try, but that's in the past now. That can't be changed.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Tell me a little bit about Ryan Carr, because for all those Fed fans who haven't been down here yet, who might be umming and ahhing because it's a bit cold, tell us what the coach brings to the club, because he's a young guy, but with a big dream.
Yeah, he is. I think the #1 thing about Kari is he genuinely loves the game of rugby league.
Is he a rugby league geek?
He is. He is. He's self-admitted geek, but you know, he's found something in life that he's got the passion for and the drive, and you know, the amount of work and his work ethic towards putting into this team he's got at the moment, it's second to none that I've seen. And I've got no doubt that whatever he wants to do coaching-wise in the future, he'll definitely achieve it.
One of the things that's really impressed me, I've watched both sets of highlights from both games. I haven't been to a live Featherstone game yet, but I'll get to a few. Good friends of Mark Campbell.
We'll get you up in the box.
They'll get me in the box.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now,
Look after
have you had Doreen's sausage rolls yet? Doreen's his mum, and her sausage rolls are the best.
I haven't even heard of them, to be honest.
You never had a sausage roll?
That's disappointing.
Have you had a Yorkshire pudding yet?
I haven't yet. No.
Oh my God.
I've only been here 3 weeks.
Get this, man. 3 weeks and you're in Yorkshire. That's like...
I've had a full English breakfast.
What's been the best
for
thing
£2.50
you've eaten? £2.50?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Yeah. It's a lot cheaper than Australia and Sydney.
$25.
$25. King, a big part of UK culture, as you know, is football. Not rugby league, but soccer to you. And have you got a team yet?
I don't have a team. I've come over open-minded, and I'm looking for suggestions.
Right, I want to give you the pitch now. I'm going to give you an elevator pitch. The greatest team in the world, without a doubt, is Tottenham Hotspur. It's a London team, the pride of North London, or you can go Leeds United. Leeds United is a local team, and I'll be honest with you, Leeds United, I've grown up in Leeds. I'm a Leeds boy, but I was born in London, so I'm a Tottenham fan.
Yeah.
And that's my teachers to blame. When I was 8-year-old, he said, "Where were you born?" I said, "Camden." He went, "You're a Tottenham fan." So knowing no different, I was a Tottenham fan. But Leeds United, a great team, or Tottenham. Now, bearing in mind, I've got a Tottenham season ticket, so I will take you to a game. I'll promise you right now, I'll take you to a game. Or you can go Leeds. What do you fancy?
That's a pretty good pitch. I might take you up on it. I'm in.
Tottenham for life. Tottenham for life. So, obviously, you've had a bit of food, you've had a bit of English spirit, and it's not just yourself. What I love is driving in today, and you can just see in the background the flags, the Papua New Guinea flag up, the Australian flag up.
Yeah.
What's the Boas brothers like?
They're great, mate.
They're playing amazing.
Yeah,
straight away.
They're so I played against them in the Queensland Cup a few years ago when they first came into the competition, and just the style of footy that they play, it's so flamboyant. It would be hard for them by themselves, but I think both of them coming together, they understand how each other play. So now it's just about the teammates getting used to them, getting used to their flair and their style of footy, but they also understand the game very well, and they're very coachable and they want to learn. So I think they've got the perfect coach to do that with Ryan Carr.
You've also got Tete, the big man.
The Terminator.
The Terminator. The Papua New Guineans I've met have all been a little bit mad, but all hard as a coffin nail.
Yeah.
Hard men. Do you think they'll give you an element of steel that you need in this championship? Because you've come from the NRL, but the championship is like you've got guys there who go to work all day, builders, carpenters, doing all sorts of different jobs. Then they go train on a night, turn up on a weekend, and really have a dig. It's a tough league with some great teams this year.
Yeah, it is. It is. We've, I think we've already seen that in the first 2 games. Even Batley on the weekend, the score blew out in the end, but that was a tough game, and a really tough first half as well. So, I think the PNG boys are great additions. I stay away from them in the contact drills, I'll tell you that much. So, once they get used to the style here, and it's obviously a lot different to back in PNG, the conditions, but once they settle in and get used to the field and the tempo and stuff like that, I think they'll be really good.
One guy who's had to retire, and he's one of the best blokes I've met in rugby league, has been on an amazing journey, and he is, when you talk about a tough man, an uncompromising character, but also somebody who gives massive respect and earns it, is Brett Delaney. He's a warrior, and he's come obviously a fellow Australian. He's had to retire, sadly, having to come to Featherstone in the close season, but the club have replaced him really quickly with Jack Ormonroyd and Josh Walters, 2 players who probably got a bit of a point to prove. But I know that Josh obviously thought he could get more chances at Leeds. Thought he should have got more chances at Leeds, but they're great signings for this club.
They are. They're, you know, once again, I've only sort of known them the last 2 or 3 weeks, but, you know, the style of footy that we play, I think, suits both of them, and, you know, their effort and enthusiasm, you know, coming back from Leeds has been great, and when you get players back like that, it just boosts the squad and boosts the confidence each week, knowing, you know, the quality of player we've got in this team this year.
I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's happening on the field, and then we're going to talk about the real Cameron King, what you get to off the field, what your passions are. But firstly, 3 massive games in the next 3 weeks, and are you confident, firstly, winning all 3, 6 points from 3 games?
I'm always confident, yeah, of course.
Firstly, Lee away, John Duffy, the script is written, former coach against new coach, Martin Ridyard, former half, both leavers back at home in Lee, are really going to want to win against Featherstone. It's going to be tough to go there, especially after they got turned over by Halifax last week. Yeah,
it will be. You know, I honestly don't know too much about the situation at what happened here at the end of the year, but you know, I'm sure, like any other week, Kari will get everyone up for a big game, and you know, we're just going to try and build and improve each week as we go along.
Halifax at home, another top of the table clash, because it's a local derby. They're just down the road, and I've been to a few games here. Have you ever met Scott Morell yet? Have you met him?
Nah.
He's the only player I've ever known who gets better the bigger he gets. He's a halfback, and for me, he's been the best player in Championship for a long time. And he plays 6, but he used to play loose forward. He bangs, don't run straight at him. Just give you a little tip there. But Halifax are a team that have got some real quality, and they're going to be tough to get over.
Yeah, they will. They had a good win on the weekend, like you said, and you know, that'll be our second home game for the year. So you know, hopefully we can get another big crowd in here to get us home in the local derby. And
last of the big 3, Widnes away. Widnes, one of the favourites for the comp, still full-time. Anthony Gellin, who's tearing up trees at the moment, off-field with his videos, and I think it's great bringing the Championship to life, but also on the field, he's a comp winner with Wigan. He's done it all, been there, seen it, and he's ripping up for Widnes at the moment.
Yeah, it's you know, like you said, every week's going to be a big week. Not just those games, but every game this year. I think it's got the potential to go either way. I think the competition's probably, you know, one of those ones where if you don't turn up to play, you're going to get beat. So, you know, we'll keep working hard at training, and we'll keep getting the little things right, and you know, Kari and the staff will come up with a game plan for us to give it a real crack.
I think this year is going to be the toughest Championship yet. There's some real quality, and the team that probably stands out from everybody is Toronto. Are you excited about your journey over to? Have you been to America before?
No, never been. So yeah, looking forward to it.
I've been over there a couple of times to Canada, and the Canadians, they love the rugby league, 9,000 plus every game. But do you think that they are the team to beat in Championship?
I think so. I think, you know, the playing group that they've got there, they've got a lot of, you know, guys who played a lot of NRL. You know, I've got a few good mates there, Chase Stanley, Ricky Latelli, Ashton Sims, guys like that. So I know how hard they train, and I know how disappointed they were, you know, with what happened last year. So that's going to be a tough ask, but you know, at the same time, I think as a group that we've got here, we're going to get better each week, and you know, I'm not sure when we play them, but hopefully by then, you know, we've established a really good system and got some good things going on and off the field.
We spoke about life on the field, but what makes you tick off the field? What's your hobbies? Where do you like to go? What do you like to do?
Well, I'm from Australia, so I like going to the beach. So if anyone knows any secret beaches down any secret laneways anywhere, that'd be nice to know.
I think there's an electric beach where you can get a sunbed. That's about it for
That's
beaches.
That's probably my best option, yeah. But no, mate, apart from that, to be honest, just socialising, to be honest, going out for lunch and going out for coffee, and you know, I think...
How do you take your coffee?
Not as milky as you guys have it over here. A little bit less milk would be nice. more coffee, less milk.
Are you a movie goer? Do you like the movies? Have you got a favourite movie of all time?
Yeah, I love going to movies. Favourite movies of all time. Oh, I'm a stickler for comedies, but all-time greatest is probably Remember the Titans.
Nice.
I think I've seen it probably 50 or 60 times. But yeah, apart from that, you know, a bit of golf, bit of swimming, stuff like that. And, but yeah, and that's what's exciting about being in a different country. I'll get days off and get to travel around and check out some different places.
Yeah, if you've got any tips for Kingy as he travels around, so you want to go to Cardiff, it's great down there. London, obviously. Yeah. Go up to Edinburgh, there's some fantastic sights to see. Newcastle's a great night out. Yeah. There's plenty of places to take the missus when she gets here. Yeah. For the golf, there's some fantastic golf courses. So any golfers out there, get in touch with them, give them some tips. But
tips on hitting the ball straight would be good too.
You've got some big friends in rugby league who are already over here. And you're currently rooming with Jordan Rankin, who's over at Cass, and you've been out for coffee catching with Milky, captain of Wakefield, who was a mad keen golfer. Yeah. How are you finding living with Jordan? Is he all right? Is he a good housemate?
Yeah, he's all right. He could work on his cooking skills, I think. But
can you not cook? Can you cook?
I've had to cook for him a couple of times.
What's the signature dish?
Nah, his missus is a good
What's
cook.
your signature dish though? If you had to cook as a meal tonight, what would it be?
I cooked for us the other night. It was salmon, sweet potato, green veggies, and some kale. So whatever you want, really.
Here he is. New chef in town, the king.
No, but it's been really good. You know, sort of last minute, this deal at Fev. So I came over and George let me stay there for a couple of weeks, which has been great. You know, we're good mates. We played some school footy back almost 10 years ago now, so that's a bit crazy. But yeah, he's sort of helped show me around Leeds and show me around the UK a little bit, and yeah, I'll be forever grateful for that.
A couple of things to finish off with, mate. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, 3 words. Passionate, fun, and probably resilient.
That's a good one. Resilient, that's a good one. And lastly, we asked Jai Hitchcock last week. He said, Fev, we're going to miss out on the top 5. So I'm going to ask you now, you've got to put Fev in there. I reckon, in my prediction, I think Fev will finish 3rd, and that's my prediction. Right. But who's going to join you? Which teams will join you in the top 5 this season?
All right, well, I'll say Fev at 1, if you said 3.
Confidence.
I think, obviously, Toronto will be up there. Widnes, Lee.
One more. You've got Toulouse, you've got Halifax, you've got Bradford, you've got Batley. Sheffield looks like a surprise package this year.
Well, yeah. I can't let Hitchy get away with that one, so I'll have to say Toulouse.
Hitchy is throwing you right under that bus, mate.
Sorry, Hitchy.
You're at the top, mate. It's fantastic to meet you.
Thanks, mate.
Enjoy your time at Fev.
Yeah.
Get yourself out, see the sights, and welcome to England, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Top man.
Ta.